Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to read kernel messages on Linux. So, in order to do it, of course you have to go into terminal, and how you can display kernel messages on our Linux operating system. You have to use command that looks like this. It is dmesg. So this dmesg command basically displays kernel messages for us, and I will show you how you can use it and how you can print how you can filter it, and how you can learn something from the output of this command. So the basic usage looks like this. If I will press enter, this will print me all kernel messages from our system. But of course you have to use, as you can see, this command with sudo. So dmesg kernel read kernel buffer failed, operating not permitted. As you can see, this command requires to use sudo because we need to have administration permissions. So I will press enter, I will type in my password, and as you can see, we have a lot of kernel messages right there. And now we can filter it, of course. If we will go at the top of these messages, so dmesg, and I will write the pipe, and I will go with head, so it will go at the top of the output of this command. But of course, again, we have to use sudo. As you can see, here we have the information from the boot of our system. So this is, for example, the BIOS, and so on. So you can scroll that, but it is a little bit long. You can go at the top, and you can also read that. As you can see, this is from booting of our system. And of course, if you want to see only the last messages, you can use tail, but it is not necessary because it is right there. As you can see, it looks like this with the tail. You can follow new messages with W. So dmesg, maybe I will clear that for now, dmesg -w, again, of course, with sudo. It basically shows the new kernel messages in real time. So if something will happen right there, it will be shown here. For me, nothing is happening, but you can check it on your own. In order to stop that, you can use Ctrl+C, and you can stop the real-time command. And now we can filter but by log level. So you can filter it like this. So I will clear that right now, and now I will close that, and we can filter like this. So sudo dmesg, and right now --, and level. We can filter by, for example, error. As you can see, these are the errors that we are getting in our system. We can filter by emergency, so emerge like this. We don't have any emergencies in our system, and alert, for example, like this. Also, we don't have any alerts. We can search for critical errors. We don't have any. We have search for normal errors, as I said before. We can search for warnings. They are in the yellow color, I think. As you can see, no, in this case they are just white, but it doesn't really matter. You can search for information, so info, and again you can search for debug like this, and this is a debugging information. You can also filter that with grep, so you can combine it. So you can combine dmesg and you can combine it with grep, and we can filter only for the, I think, USB. It might be helpful. As you can see, we are only getting USB outputs. Again, we can do it, but we can filter, for example, by disk. So SDA, for example, will show us only the partition SDA from our system. Again, I will maybe clear that. Also, we can search, for example, network. So dmesg grep -i with the Ethernet like this. But again, I forgot to write the sudo. As you can see, we are getting only from our network card. We are getting information only from our network card. Again, we have one more option, I think. We have something what we can use, so dmesg -c. But again, with sudo, like this, it will show the human-readable time, because as you can see right there, we have Wednesday, April 1st, and so on, with this option -t. But without this option, we have the time that is not really readable for the normal username, so you can use it, and that might be helpful. Again, you can combine these options, so for example, sudo dmesg -t, and we can combine it with grep only for errors like this. As you can see, we are getting errors only with not only with, but with the human readable date. And this is how you can read kernel messages on Linux. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.